Are you ready to install this 4-hour timer with me? Let's do it. Now I want you to see what I go through, because if I hit anything or do anything wrong, I want you to see it, because hey, if I screw up, I'm going to have to fix it one way or another. So this is not all planned out and all that. I'm going to cut the hole first and make sure I don't hit anything or anything like that. Okay? You see what I see. Okay, now before I cut, I'm just going to double check this. 2 3/8, and I go over here, 2 3/8 to the top of that plastic box is right there. Double check my measurements here. That was 3 5/8 and 2 1/4. Last thing you want to do is measure something and then, oh crap, I cut it a 1/2 inch too big, or I measured wrong. How did I do that? You know, you got to get this box up there and double check it. Now's the time. 3 5/8. Hold that up there. 3 5/8. I know exactly where I need to cut that. Okay? I know these little flaps are going to stick over the sheetrock, and so I'm going to cut that right there, knowing that that box is going to fit in there. Now, because I'm on an exterior wall, I'm just going to double check, because I can. I'm going to look on the back side of this wall and see if there's anything right there. I don't think there is. And I'm not a magician, I can't see into the wall, so I'm going to measure over from this window 22 1/2. I'm going to go outside, measure off the window, and see, you know, I don't want to find out there's a pipe in there or something bolted to the wall, so that when I cut that hole, I'm not going to have enough room to get my box in there, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to do a few precautionary measures before I cut this. 22 1/2 is, let's say. Be right back. Okay, well, right where that is, I'm glad I did that, because outside, down low, there's a GFI plug outside. So I know there might be some wires down inside this bay. In between this 2x4 and this 2x4, this is called a bay. Okay? In between there. So when I cut that, I don't want to just start jabbing that and cutting that out with a sawzall or anything like that. That's why I like to just use my regular sheetrock saw. Just going to use a hand sheetrock saw, and I'm going to go nice and slow, because if there's any wires in there and you just take a sawzall, oh, I know what to do, I'll take the sawzall, and all of a sudden you cut a wire. I've heard of that happening before, and I don't want that happening to you. Okay, so if this is an interior wall, if you can't see on the other side, look on the other side anyways. Look and see if there's any plugs down low or anything like that. The more information you have in your mind, the better. Okay? And then just cut that nice and slow in case there is any wires in there. You never know. Or plumbing pipes or vent lines, all that good fun stuff.